I'm Katie and I love baking, especially for special occasions. And one such special occasion is my boyfriend's birthday, which is this weekend during this pandemic we're all under house arrest for. And I want to brighten the mood a little bit, so we're going to be making lemon meringue pie. It's a really great recipe, and the best part is you probably already have most of the ingredients at your house. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So the first thing we're going to be doing is taking 1/4 of a cup of cornstarch and 2 cups of water and heating it up on the stove. Forgot to mention this, we're also going to add 1 cup of sugar to this as well. To our 1/4 cup of cornstarch and 1 cup of sugar, we're also going to add 2 cups of water, just plain water. And you are going to bring this to a boil, so you want to make sure that you stir it, but you don't have to whisk it too much or anything like that. Okay. So, you're also going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, which I totally forgot to get out or even include in the recipe, so sorry. So, while that is coming up to a boil, you are going to need to zest at least 1 lemon, probably more because you want about 1/4 of a cup of lemon. I have this handy little grater. You don't want to grate the white stuff, just the yellow stuff. And a lot of people will say, why do I need lemon zest? It's because it tastes fresh. If you don't put it on, it just doesn't taste as good. So it should be maybe 1 or 2 lemons, depending on how big your lemons are. Going to add our lemon juice into here. And it's getting really hot. Awesome. We're gonna lower this temperature. So it's getting very hot and lemony. Take your 4 egg yolks. Now that everything's pretty much up to temperature, you're going to pour the rest of this lemon zest sugar mixture into your eggs. This is what makes our pudding, basically. Lemon curd is just kind of a fancier pudding with kind of a different kind of consistency. So, we're gonna get it all out. To mix this all together. It looks all pretty uniform. You can see it does not look like anything lumpy or nasty or anything like that, which is great. And now we're just going to add it back onto the heat. And we're just going to boil this for about a minute. 1 minute, that's all you need. Still need to whisk it as much as you possibly can. So you just need to bring it up to a boil for about, like I said, a minute, and we're actually going to take these, put that down, it's getting pretty thick. It's nice and lemony and pretty and stuff. And you just kind of want to thicken it up. So once it gets there, you can do like your last lemon, because we're not quite at our half a cup of lemon juice that we're supposed to have. Ooh. I'm just multitasking, that's all. And this all comes together pretty quickly. This is actually getting pretty thick, actually. I think it is. And basically you're just kind of cooking the eggs, so it makes this richness to it. Okay, so now that this has boiled, we are going to add our lemon juice. We're going to add our lemon juice. It's half a cup. And we're going to whisk that in. Already got our everything else, pretty much. Whisk that in. And then we are going to add 4 tablespoons of butter, unsalted, and at room temperature. And you're just going to whisk it all in together. Okay, so this is going to be the last step for the lemon curd. We're going to take a pre-baked pie crust. I'm using Graham Cracker Crust. You can use whatever you want. You can use a regular pie crust, pastry pie crust. A lot of people do that. With this kind of pie, I like Graham Cracker for anything citrusy. So we're just going to pour it in. Just a tad. I made a little too much for a pie pan. We're going to let this sit, and we're actually going to cover this when it sits with some cling wrap, and we are going to leave it overnight in the fridge. Okay, so we're gonna let our lemon curd and our pie crust sit in the fridge overnight. If you're in a hurry, you can do it in about 6 hours too. And tomorrow we're gonna be making a meringue. So have a good night, see you tomorrow. Okay, so we're back. It's day 2. We've let our pie refrigerate for overnight, and it is now settled out. And now we're just gonna make our meringue. We're just gonna whip it up, put it in the oven briefly, and then bring it right back out. And then we can enjoy our pie. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is take our egg whites. These are 8 egg whites, and we are going to put them over our double boiler. We are going to pour about 3/4 of a cup of sugar into the egg whites. That took about a minute, maybe 2, and we're ready to actually whip our meringue. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do before we whip our eggs is we are actually going to put some cream of tartar, 1/4 of a teaspoon, into this. This is a stabilizer, and it's going to stabilize our meringue. You can totally whip a meringue by hand. I don't recommend it. I did it once. It was exhausting, and it probably took me 20 minutes. This should take you like maybe 5 minutes. So what we're looking for is stiff peaks, and that's going to take a little while to cook. add half a teaspoon of cornstarch and half a teaspoon of vanilla. Vanilla? Absolutely. There you go. And this is just, forgot to open this. This is for flavor. The cornstarch is kind of to keep it from being too wet and soggy. Let's just put that. We have our pie here, and we are going to use a couple of tools. We're going to use a large spoon, and we're going to dollop it out. You can also pipe this stuff out if you really want to. That's too much for me, honestly. It's too much work to do this. This is gonna be pretty high meringue. A big spoon helps because you don't want to spread out too much because it is just a pudding underneath, so it's not super like, what to call it, like it's not super firm underneath. And you just kind of want to pile that meringue on top there. And then you really want to make sure that you have a lot of peaks and valleys, and you want to cover up all of that pudding. But if you don't, if it's just kind of boring and flat, then when you actually cook it, whether you're cooking it, oh, I'm so glad my fridge finally decided to shut up. Whether you're cooking it on the broiler or in the oven, it's just not going to look as pretty. And you do want these little like whips. I like to do little swirly whips. It just looks really pretty. Okay, so now we are going to broil our pie, and I choose to put mine on a cookie sheet just for stability. In there. Ooh, actually, it might be brown enough. Ooh, that looks good. That looks like lemon meringue. We got nice crisp meringue, not too crisp, and it's kind of cooked everywhere. Wow, the lighting is even worse over here. That's okay though. So that is pretty much how you make lemon meringue pie, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. I can't wait to try it, and I hope you have a great time trying it as well. And if you don't succeed the first time, don't worry about it. Practice makes perfect. It's never perfect the first time, but if you just follow the directions, I really believe almost anybody can make this pie. Thanks, have a great day, and hopefully have a better time staying inside during the pandemic. Maybe this will give you something to do. Thanks so much for watching.